day has finally come. A lot of people have been asking for us to do an official review of the LiteAF packs, and that day has come.
Yeah, we got a lot of messages asking us what do you think about your LiteAF packs? Because I got a DM today actually on Instagram saying, hey, we're interested in getting LiteAF pack. Have you guys put out a review yet?
So we're gonna go through the tech specs. We'll talk briefly about the customization options we did on this and just give kind of our feedback on these packs. So if you're not familiar with LiteAF, the brand, it's run by a dude named Chris.
Yep, Chris.
Chris, what's up? Shout out.
Shout out to Chris.
He's a good dude. We've backpacked with him a couple times. He's based in New Jersey. He has made like a strong effort to come and be a part of our Ohio YouTube meetups.
Yeah.
So props to him. That's kind of how we got introduced to him. Now, Frozen actually was one of the first Ohio YouTubers that got a LiteAF pack, I believe. And the rest of us got one.
Did Frozen? Well, whatever. We all got them now.
Yeah, we all got them now. We're not going to deep dive into the customization options. We did a first look on these videos right there, I think.
First look on the packs.
First look on the packs. We talk a lot about the customization options we did. We're not going to deep dive into that today. Check out that video if you want to see more about why we customize certain things. But from a high level, I have a 40-liter curve, and Andy has a 35-liter curve.
35.
Obviously, they're both in Dyneema. We have a couple different options on ours. I have the removable hip belts on mine. Andy has the fanny pack on his. And then we have something we're calling the SBO V loop on the back of the pack. That was another thing we customized. The 40-liter curve comes in with the hip belts. Now, I've got his hip belts with Z-Pack's hip belt pouches on them. The base pack without the hip belt is about 16 ounces, so a pound. For reference, my arc haul is about 28 to 30 ounces, so a little less than half the weight. Now, the hip belts are 3.2 ounces each with the Z-Pack's pouches on them. So this whole pack with 2 hip belts, with the padded hip belt, and the pack itself comes in at about 22 ounces, which is still really light. For considering with the hip belt pouches, you're probably getting about 42 liters. I mean, realistically.
Yeah. I opted to go with the 35, the Curve 35, and I'm actually pretty happy that I went with the 35 instead of the 40 because the 35 is plenty of space for like 99% of the trips that we do. You know, with the side pouches, the fanny pack, and the mesh, you got plenty of space on the 35, especially with the gear that I use. So my Curve 35 comes in at about 16.4 or 5 ounces, 16.5 ounces.
With the fanny pack.
With the fanny pack. So 16.5 ounces for a complete Dyneema pack with the fanny pack. That's pretty awesome. So super happy with the weight of the pack.
Chris offers a ton of different options for these packs. We're not going to deep dive into it. Check his website. We have, for instance, on the water bottle pouches on the outside, we have cinch straps on them. You also can customize, if you have water bottle pouches on the front straps, you can customize a lot of different stuff about this pack. Like we said, we customize the size, and we put what we're calling the SBO V loop on the back of the pack so we can store a chair or anything else in that. That's something he developed just for us, but now anyone can get that out onto their pack.
Yeah, and I believe Chris is going to be releasing the XL fanny pack soon.
Yes, so the last customization we did with Chris was we actually sent him camera dimensions, and he built the fanny pack to house our cameras, and he's now selling those. So that's kind of what we did. Now, when you're building your LiteAF pack, there's a ton of options. You can get whatever color you want. He's even doing print to fabric, which is sweet.
It's like partnership with Dutchware.
And check out Chris's LiteAF's Instagram if you want to see
all the different styles.
All the different
and
styles.
Customizations, yeah. I even saw a prototype where they were messing around with putting like aluminum stays in it as well to do like a heavier pack. Yeah.
Another option that Andy and I don't have on our packs is on the bottom of the pack. right here, you can get a little pouch there, like a quivery kind of pouch, and that's a really popular add-on that most people get that we didn't get.
Yep.
Because we have the strap on the back, and we'd rather store stuff in the strap than in the sleeve.
All right. So what do we like about the pack?
What do we like about these packs? Okay,
pretty much damn near everything.
The obvious is they are LiteAF.
Yeah.
I mean, this setup almost shaved a pound off of my pack setup.
Yeah.
So that is the obvious pro to these packs.
They are light
They're
for what you get.
Super light.
With all the options.
Yeah. Now we haven't talked price yet. The base pack, without any sort of modifications or customization, starts around $200. And then you're gonna start tacking on top of that. So they're not cheap, but they're handmade, and the build quality, which is another pro, is really good. And one thing Andy and I always talk about is the shoulder straps and the hip belts are like super beefy.
The shoulder straps that come with these packs are some of the best shoulder straps I've ever felt.
And because the load is more on your shoulders, because you don't have a frame, that makes sense to do.
Yeah.
But the build quality is incredible. I mean, it's handmade. Yeah. So what do you expect?
Yeah.
So other than the fact that it's super light, high build quality, high degree of customization, it's going to cost you though.
Yeah.
But that is so cool. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there are other vendors you can customize, but like Z-Packs won't customize anymore. So that was something that really spoke to us.
Yeah, I mean, Chris is getting popular. Like,
so that might go away.
That might go away, and you know, you can only do so much, and you only have so much time. And I think I heard on his, some people were talking about that his lead time is a lot, right?
His lead time is, I think, between 7 and 9 weeks, which is really long.
Yeah, but I mean, that's
good. That's good for him.
Yeah. One of the this is kind of a little nitpicky, but one of the things I really like about this pack is since it is all pretty much Dyneema, you're gonna get more water resistance on this pack. Now, you know, I haven't, the seams, you know, anytime you have a seam, your potential for water getting through, and it is a roll top, but it is a pretty water resistant pack, and I do use a pack liner, but I like the fact that the whole thing is very water resistant. I'm definitely not going to call it waterproof, but water resistant. So what are a few of the nitpicky things that I might change? And it's important to keep in mind, like, you don't want to call these cons, because these packs are designed to be light, low profile, you know, meant to hold minimalist load. So what might be like a nitpicky thing that I would change might not be something that other people would change. But just based on like what I use this pack for, there's two things that I noticed that I would like to be a tad bit different. The first thing is the water bottle holders. These are fantastic water bottle holders, and I love that they're built into the shoulder strap. I would just, it will hold a,
it's gonna be loud.
Yeah, it will hold a 1 liter bottle, and
it's tight squeeze.
It holds it, but I would like it to be just a little bit lower so that it isn't up in your face as much. We generally carry a smaller bottle here, but I like to carry 2 1 liter bottles, and I think that's pretty, you see a standard of that. So if the water bottle holder was just a little bit longer, you cram this thing down there a little bit easier. I think that would be awesome. That's one thing I really like about the that water bottle holder I bought at Etsy that everybody has, that I have on my art call. That thing is awesome. But so we use a smaller bottle for the water bottle holder. So it'd be cool to just be able to get the 1 liter bottle down a little bit lower. But again, that's just my personal preference.
I never carry a 1 liter right here, so I don't really care. I will say these water bottle holders are a little tight at first, but they stretch out.
Yeah,
they stretch out. They break in. Because at first I was like, oh man, but then after a couple trips, I've got the standard now smart water, and it fits perfectly in here.
Yep. Another nitpicky thing that I just don't utilize on the pack is the side compression straps. Now,
I don't either.
One would argue that maybe these aren't really meant to be like a side compression strap. Maybe it's just more for like putting things on the side of your pack.
Yeah, that's what I would use it for.
It does have like a tensioner, so you could in theory like compress your pack a little bit more. But these packs are pretty slim as it is. There's really no need for us to like compress it even slimmer. So I don't really use this, but if I was carrying like a fishing pole or something like that, it'd be cool.
That's what I think of its purpose.
Yeah.
To thread it. Or if your trekking pole breaks and you have to lug it around.
Yeah, which good point. You use it for that.
I use it for that.
Yeah. So I'll probably take these off when I know that I don't have anything specific that I'm going to be using. But yeah, I don't feel the need to like have to like compress the pack smaller. But I think this is more meant for like storage. But I don't really use them.
Another thing we haven't talked about because it's obvious. It's made of Dyneema. Okay, it's not the most durable material on the planet. Now,
it's pretty durable.
It's pretty durable.
It's pretty tear resistant too.
But now I have been impressed with how solid this feels to me compared to Gridstop. The stuff on our halls, like this feels just as beefy. But it's a Dyneema pack. You're gonna have to baby it a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a con to Dyneema products.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about the elephant in the room, and that is frameless.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people ask us about these packs. The question people need to be asking themselves is, are you ready to move to a frameless pack?
Because this pack isn't for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
You have to have the base weight to support this because you will feel the load on your shoulders.
Yeah, so if you don't have a frame in your pack, you feel it right here.
Yeah, because the weight isn't being distributed on your hips.
On your hips, right. So, and after 7 hours of hiking with this pack, you will feel it on your shoulders, and your shoulders will be sore. Now, luckily, our base weights are pretty light. Like, we use these for 4 days in the Southern Virginia mountains, and we easily fit 4 days of stuff in here, and the shoulders felt fine.
Yeah, I didn't feel.
But it is noticeably a different kind of soreness, and you just will feel the weight on your shoulders.
Yep, and that's why if you're gonna go frameless, you gotta have the base weight to support it.
So like this was like we bought a bunch of ultralight gear before we got to this. We made sure we had the gear to support it. Chris even says like you shouldn't be going above 25, 30 pounds with these packs.
Yeah, not even know it's
not even 30, probably 25.
I think mine right now he estimates around 20 pounds.
I think with mine, he said you could go up to 25. I've got a bigger pack, and I have the hip belts.
But I don't have a problem keeping the complete pack weight below 20 pounds on this. So.
And one of the main reasons Andy and I got a frameless pack is because 95% of our trips are 4 days and under, and we feel, other than a like really technical winter trip, we put 4 days of stuff in this, no problem whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I didn't mind having a frameless pack out. And that's something that's been new to me. I've been in, we started backpacking 10, 15 years ago, and it was like frame or die.
Yeah.
And that has changed as gears got lighter.
I don't know. Frameless packs they go through these waves. I remember 10 years ago or something, everybody went frameless too, and I had a few frameless packs at one time as well. But just because you're watching this video and you want to buy what we have because we're the coolest YouTubers on the planet, make sure you have the base weight to support getting a frameless pack, because you just cannot put average backpacking gear.
No, you don't have to have ultralight, but you have light gear.
Yep. Another little lesson that we kind of had to learn is packing these packs properly. Now you see everybody's video out there on like how to pack.
We're gonna do a packing video.
Yeah,
we will.
How to pack your frameless pack and all this stuff. So I have always, like, even with my previous packs, a lot of times I take the stance of I like to just throw my quilts in there kind of loose in like a compressor bag, a compression sack, a trash compactor bag, and just kind of let them fill the pack out.
You gotta be more technical with these packs.
Yeah, a lot of people do that too. It helps give the pack some frame to it and give it like like some rigidity. The problem I'm having, and you had this problem too, was that since your back is right up against the quilts, your back gets hot.
Yeah, and that has changed how, at least I know you, how we pack the packs. So we pack these differently. we're not going to go super into it. I think we're going to have to do a packing our packs video.
Yeah, basically we've learned that with this pack, just because it gets kind of uncomfortable with how hot your back gets, we have to compress the down really small to get to the bottom of the pack. That way it isn't like the down isn't covering your whole back. And it is legitimately hot.
Yeah, I mean, hiking in 90 degrees in Virginia with down stuff up against your back all day, I mean, it gets hot. So we have combated that we strategically pack these packs. We pack them differently like an R-Call. R-Call, you just throw everything in there and you're fine. We get a little bit strategic with these packs, so that's something to know. We commonly get asked, are you getting rid of your R-Calls? No, we are not. They serve a totally different purpose for us. You know, that's for 7-day trips, really long winter trips when our base weights are pushing 30 pounds. That's when we're gonna use the R-Call.
Base weight pushing 30.
Your pack weight, whatever. Your pack weight pushes 30 pounds. I mean, when we went to the Colorado Trail, my pack weight was like 28, 29 pounds, so I'm probably not using this pack. So I'm at least not getting rid of the R-Call, but this year, I'm not planning on using it.
Yeah, no, this pack is pretty much taken over for all the stuff that we're gonna do this year until we get into winter, probably.
Yeah, winter.
But even then, that's kind of up in the air.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the only thing I would consider is if we did like a 3-night winter trip where we had to take a lot of extra clothes and gear, maybe use the haul so I don't have to deal with it. Yeah. But I don't know. So that's gonna wrap it up for us. I think our recommendation is going to be if you are looking to go frameless.
Yeah, if you're looking for an ultralight pack and you're looking to go frameless, there's a lot of great manufacturers out there.
Yes.
So we can only really speak to LiteAF, but Chris
you can't go wrong.
In LiteAF, you can't go wrong. It's fantastic packs, great build quality, excellent customer service too.
No, it's great, and you know, we are biased because we know him and we backpack with him, and he has been we were like whining about stuff. He's like, just send me your packs back, I'll fix it for you.
Yeah.
Like, the customer service is incredible. He's a good dude. He has done a really good job of inserting himself in the backpacking community in a proper way, and I think that speaks volumes to him. And I know it doesn't play into this pack necessarily, but I think it's good to support good companies.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the bottom line is if you put out a good product, people will buy it, and this is a good product.
So that's going to wrap it up for this review. We're really excited to talk about these packs. If you have any questions, let us know. If you're looking to go frameless though, you can't go wrong with LiteAF. Check it out.
Yep.